So everyone's wearing a lot of green today.
Yeah.
So happy St. Patrick's Day. So we started with just a couple little proverbs that I put in here. So we got two sayings. You gotta try your luck at least once a day because you could be going around lucky all day and not even know it. And the other one is, may your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow and may trouble avoid wherever you go.
Yes.
So something to kind of think about as we move forward today. Any residents or updates or announcements? Annette?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So much green today, it's wonderful. This is Annette Pierce, President of the Regency Oaks Scholarship Fund. And I want to thank all of you, and thank you all in the future, because we are now appealing for donations for the Scholarship Fund for our award ceremony, which will be held the second Saturday in June 13th. What is the Scholarship Fund for many of you who are brand new, although I see a lot of familiar faces? The Scholarship Fund was founded 10 years ago to be able to encourage and support our associates who work so hard every day for us. Every place you look, in the dining room, the custodial work, the outdoors, housekeepers, they're all doing so much for us every day that we live here. So it's an opportunity to be able to reach back to them and say, we want to encourage your education and be able to help you and show our appreciation back to you. The Scholarship Fund is a 501c3 nonprofit foundation founded by some of our residents 10 years ago. Every year we've been able to give scholarships to our associates. Last year, we with your donations, your generous donations of $125,000, we were able to award 40 scholarships. We are looking forward again this year to be able to do the same. Remember, any one of your donations is tax deductible according to the law. If you want to make that donation, write your checks to the Regency Oaks Scholarship Fund, Inc., and place it in the donation boxes in the mailroom in either the north or the south. We're not allowed to tip our associates or to gift them, but we have two generous ways of doing it. In December, the Regency Oaks Residents Gift Fund are awarded checks to our associates, and then now in June, through the Scholarship Fund, we're able to award scholarships. So I appreciate all the donations that have been made. Encourage you to make some donations anytime throughout the year, but thank you so much for your generosity.
So it does remind me we're down to like 30 days to get your taxes filed. So if your accountants ever say, you need to make more charitable donations, that the Scholarship Fund being a 501c3 is a good option for us. So again, here's the weekly reminder to return your luggage carts and items from the service area so that our neighbors can use them also. Again, I still have this envelope from the South Building. This happens every year that someone is so kind to send their granddaughter something in the mail, but the address is incorrect and it gets returned to sender. So if you know who in the South Building might have a granddaughter that lives in British Columbia, please let me know. So an update from Environmental Services, that this week they will be working on the lamps in the breezeway area with bug and dust removal. They are looking into a larger rug that has been highly requested to place in front of the pub kitchen leading to the breezeway. So again, in the North Building, we still have our main elevator closed. It's undergoing the updates, but we can use the R, S, and M wing elevators sometimes. Yes, at the moment you may use the M wing and the R wing, so we do apologize. Unfortunately, they're doing all these updates and apparently need to work out the kinks. The good news is that these new technicians do come out pretty quickly when we call them in. So like this morning when the S wing went down, we got the technician within 20 minutes. So they're working on it now, hoping that will be up and running here shortly.
Can you put directional signs in the hallway so that people Not living in the north, nowhere to go.
Okay, we can do that. So, plant operation updates, it looks like they did 115 work orders, 70 are still open. They completed the boiler inspections. They are working on the tarmac repair in the back of the north building, which is scheduled for tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, or 18th, 19th, and 20th. And then they're replacing the automatic door strip in the M wing exit door. They repaired the town hall side door by replacing the hinges, but they maybe disabled the button because I had this problem getting in this morning, so we'll put in a work order for that. Then they continue to focus on the 2026 CapEx projects. Maintain with maintenance moved to Tuesdays at 11 a.m. So right after Tuesday talk, you can stay right in your seats to meet with maintenance and ask your questions or express concerns. And then, yes, the CapEx projects they're working on is the breezeway, cooling towers, self-kitchen flooring, and paving. Then we want to congratulate Nancy Klopp. So Nancy won the IHS Heart Safety Crossword Puzzle from February. So Nancy will receive 1 free hour of IHS service. So thank you for everyone that participated in the fun. And then just a reminder that IHS provides companion service. So this is, you can stay active, engaged, and connected with the support of our compassionate companion services. Whether it's enjoying a favorite hobby, running errands, or simply sharing a great conversation, having a trusted companion by your side makes all the difference. So you can call extension 502 or 503 for more information. Some updates from Kyle and the Health Center. So they are doing good with no active COVID or flu cases in the AL or the skilled nursing. The meeting was rescheduled with renal cardio. The CEMP will be submitted to the county this week. There were some changes needed to be made in the new submission system, and that is our emergency planning manual. And then Baycare PAC meeting occurred on Thursday, March 12th. Baycare is very satisfied with the Regency Oaks and its preferred partnership program, the metrics for length of stay and return to hospital rates. Your reminder to wear your name badge. That's we have lots of new residents and everybody's trying to learn each other's names, so don't forget to wear your name tag. Resident Service is asking that everybody remember to check in daily. So that's that blue button in your bathroom. You have to press it between 5 a.m. and 9:59 a.m. and then in your primary bathroom. And then if you do not press that button, it means that we'll phone call you first. If you do not answer, then we will come to the apartment. So every day, today I think we had one person that didn't press the button in the south, but some days it's 15 people. So it can be, every day is an adventure. We never know who we get to see. So that's just do us a favor and press the button. And if you forget, maybe at 10:05 you realize you forgot to push the button, go ahead and just call the front desk and let them know that you're doing well. And that way we don't have to come by and check on you. All right, just a reminder on the pet policy. Be mindful of your neighbors and refer to the pet policy for specific guidelines. We're having difficulties with the following sections being violated within the pet policy. So dog owners, the resident will walk and curb the pet in areas away from the entranceways of the buildings and resident windows. The resident will be responsible for cleaning up after the pet and must carry a sealable bag at all times for that purpose. When otherwise outside of the resident's apartments, the dog must be kept on a leash of reasonable length or within a pet carrier. Care should be taken when using a leash that the leash does not interfere with other residents or their pets. Retractable leashes are not allowed. So those with visual impairments cannot see the flexi lead on this type of leash. And then responsibilities of the resident. The resident will ensure that the pet does not disturb the right of other residents to be a peaceful enjoyment of their apartment and of the communal areas. So again, if you need a full copy of the pet policy, I do have some at the front desk that you can request a copy, or I can always email it to you. So we do have a new survey system that's powered by AI, which is our artificial intelligence. So this will be rolling out, and I believe the first department that they're gonna start with is the dining room. So we want to hear from you. So we're now offering a new, easy way to share your thoughts and experiences all by phone without having to speak to anyone directly. So how does it work? You call the phone number provided when it is convenient for you, and you answer a few questions about your resident experience, sharing feedback in your own words. So these phone calls are with an AI agent and are completely anonymous. All details will be placed in your mailboxes this week. So I don't know if you guys have ever chatted with one of those AI chat boxes on the computer. This could be very interesting. I can't wait to see how this works out. But again, it's another way that you guys can share your feedback. And again, it's anonymous, so the phone numbers will be distributed and you can provide any feedback that you have. So again, this week we are still zero COVID, but there are a couple bugs going around, and now that we have this weather change, I'm sure we're all gonna have a little bit of a cold or runny nose. So just be careful, wash your hands. If you're not feeling well, stay in your apartment. If you're worried that you may have the flu or COVID, then call Nurse Carol. You can get a test, and we can have your meal deliveries right to your door. All right, this week in activities. So today we have the St. Patrick's Day Happy Hour with John Timpanelli. That is 3 o'clock here in the town hall. So that was changed from the breezeway. But this cold weather, we're moving it inside. Wednesday, March 18th, we have the theater group at 1 p.m. right here in the town hall.
I think that's Thursday,
Oh, yes, Thursday, sir. And then Thursday, March 18th, we have the PW, or Power Moves for Parkinson's with Barbara. And that is at 2 p.m. here in the town hall. Oh, so again, Wednesday, the 18th is the Parkinson's, but Thursday, the 19th is the theater group, I believe. Okay.
Yes.
So Thursday, the 19th is also the Arts and Crafts with Samantha. The sign up is required as seating is limited, and that is at 11 a.m. in the Arts and Crafts room. And Friday, March 20th, we have vocal cords at 12:45 here in the town hall. Updates from food and beverage is that their next chef's table is on 325. And again, I do try to remind people that are new to the community that the chef's table is a quarterly event and you get one per quarter included in your monthly service fee. There's no additional charge for that. It's what we used to call gourmet. That's, it's 6 cycles.
126.
Okay, so you get one time out of 6 weeks. Or 6 gourmets. Anyway, that is not an extra fee if you do it once per cycle. Beer Club is on the 17th, so today, and that is featuring corned beef dip in a bread bowl. Sounds good. The pasta dinner is tomorrow on the 18th, and that is featuring the lamb bolognese and the saffron shrimp. Our theme night is tonight. The theme is St. Patty's Day. The pub will be open all day, but the north dining room will be closed at lunchtime. There is still a pop-up in the breezeway for 319 featuring barbecue ribs, and that is from 4 to 5. You do have to make your reservation in the portal. The food and wine pairing is on the 31st. The 7th will be the Passover dinner. And then don't miss out on an afternoon delight or Brook and Vine. You can call extension 311 or 312 to book those services. So we have a new employee of the month. It's Rosalind David. She is our social services coordinator over in the health center. So she is recognized for her dedication, hard work, and consistently positive attitude. Rosalind is always willing to step in and support other departments whenever help is needed, and her kindness towards both teammates and residents does not go unnoticed. So I'm very happy for her. She's one that helps me over in the health center cover the front desk. An update from sales. So their next event will be Friday the 20th, and it is the Blooming Friendship Panel Luncheon. They are on track to make the goal of 14 contracts on a budget of 14 for Q1. So again, a reminder that you can pick your neighbors through the resident referral program. Resident referrals are $3,000. So if you know anybody that's interested in moving into Regency Oaks, let the sales and marketing team know. A Blue Team update, so we are still working on the vinyl and screen replacements. So these were the vinyls and screens that were noticed to be damaged during the hurricane a couple years ago. No. So anyway, we're almost finished with the south building. They're working on the end wing now. Once that is completed, we will head to the north building, and I will go ahead and call those residents as soon as I know what wing they're going to start on. They're starting on the 5th floor, working down. And again, these are just those apartments that were observed damaged by Blue Team. The process is moving pretty quickly, that everybody's getting brand new vinyls and screens, so that's exciting. So just some more follow-up, that they're still working on the design for the north and south dining rooms. The main elevator is in progress. The R wing is back up, but the S wing went down this morning, so the tech is on site to repair now. Residents can use the service elevator while the wing elevators are down. Our roofing is in progress on the flat roofs. We're still waiting Blue Team's determination with the insurance on the window washing project. And then I just want to make sure everybody knows and does not panic. I am packing up my office. I have some repairs that need to be done to my floors. So all my furniture has to come out on Wednesday. They're going to replace my floor on Thursday, and I should be back in my office by Thursday. So there you go. Everybody's walked by and seen the boxes, so I figured I better address it. So luckily, it is a week that HR has a new hire orientation, and I will be able to work next door in Jamie's office. So I'm still around. They're just going to be moving everything out for the one day. So they do have it planned to landscape around the generator that was placed out here at the town hall. They're still scheduled to have another brief power outage of the village area. It's about 3 hours, as Duke Energy replaces wiring on an electrical board, and more will come as we are awaiting that date from Duke. And then they're just working on rolling out multiple community-wide LCS initiatives and contests, so more will come from our leadership team on each of these. There's JOLT, a food and beverage internal operations implementation, Memo Meet, which is the feedback survey, AI reviews contest, and Pump Up for Parkinson's campaign. So that some of these I think we've done prior, so it should sound a little bit familiar, but more information will come. So any questions?
With the new AI survey, do we still keep the QR code and the paper ballots? So we're gonna have 3 types of survey.
Exactly, so you can still provide your feedbacks the other way. The AI one will just be temporary, so this will not replace what we already have, it's just in addition to, and I believe, from what I've heard, is they will continue to survey each department. So once they finish with dining, they'll move on to another department, so that residents will be able to continue to provide their feedback, because our resident survey is only every 2 years. So this is a way to get those pulse updates on what you guys are thinking and what kind of comments and concerns you have.
How long is temporary?
I don't know. I think this is an initiative that Kelly's leading, so I can try to find out and have more information for the next
Blue Team
season.
was here temporarily.
They someday, we have the fantasy that they will move on.
That was funny, Bobby.
Will the data from the AI survey type thing go to
Who?
I believe it's being collected by a third party, and then it's going to be emailed to us here at the community. So we're still working through all that process,
Okay.
but we will get it back here as well, so that we can go ahead and make, take your feedback and make any changes or.
And then will administration consider this basically like a complaint or a comment and follow up on it?
I'm sure, that's all
Process.
feedback is valuable, so
And-
we'll try.
And how much of this will be available to the rest of us? Who's gonna consider what's important for everybody to know?
It's a good question, because this is so brand new, we haven't worked through the whole process yet,
Okay.
so we'll see
Okay.
what
These are just some of my concerns.
Yeah, so we'll see what the comments, concerns, feedback says, and then we can go from there. Any other questions?
I just,
Not a question, I just want to add, if you're using the service elevator, and that is what it is, and if you happen to get off on the second floor, do not turn left and go through the kitchen.
Yes.
And that is a working hallway, so there are boxes, there may be things around, so please just be careful. Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
Is Lindsay okay?
She is, she's just not feeling her best, so taking a couple days to rest and recover. Any other questions?
She told me she'd be back tomorrow.
Yeah, we're hoping she'll be back tomorrow. All right, well, everybody have a great Tuesday. Happy St. Patrick's Day.